And then what's my last story? Okay. So this is the last story that I have. And this happened the second night that I was at the hotel. The hotel's like a nice hotel. It's pretty classy. I think it used to be more upscale maybe a decade ago. But it's still like a good hotel. And for whatever reason, I was sleeping. I was on meds, trying to recover from surgery. All of a sudden, it was like 10 o'clock at night or 10:30 at night. And I hear this loud bang that I didn't know who that could be. I'm not expecting anyone. So I wake up and I go to the door and I'm thinking maybe this is security, or maybe there's like an emergency at the hotel or something like that, or a fire, you never know. But that's the way they were knocking on the door, like as in a hurry. I open the door and there's a 12-year-old little girl, who was taller than me, but she's about 12 years old. And she was from Newark, and she knocks on my door and she stays there. She just stays like standing there. And I'm like, I'm sorry, wrong door. And I closed the door because I don't know her, right? And then instead of her saying like, I'm sorry, I have the wrong door, because that happens. You can be confused. Maybe you didn't memorize the number of your hotel room. But for most people, when you do that and you close the door and you say wrong door, because obviously I didn't travel with you, I don't know you, you would get away from the doorway. You would move on and find your destination or wherever you were trying to get to. This little girl goes up to her mom or whoever was taking care of her, which was probably her mom or her aunt or whatever. And then all of a sudden I have 3 women showing up in my doorway being rude to me. And at first I thought, okay, maybe she's going to make her daughter say sorry, or maybe she's going to pass by and apologize for like disturbing me and disturbing my recovery and disturbing my peace. And no, this chick about my age or so, and they were from Newark, like gives me an attitude. And it's like, my daughter said you were rude to her. And I said, excuse you, I don't know you. I don't even know why you're standing here in this hallway. And you should teach your daughter not to go into strange doorways and be knocking on people's doors. Like, you don't do that. And I was surprised because you're from Newark, you should know better, right? And it was weird because she wasn't even facing me. She had her back turned towards me. And I said, you know what? I feel like they want to escalate this, and I'm not going to escalate it. So I said, listen, I told you this ain't your door, right? This is how I said it. This ain't your door. And you know what? Before they wanted to argue or escalate, I said, God bless you. Close the door again. And I said, if they didn't leave my doorway in about 2 or 3 minutes, I was going to call security. Like, what kind of stupid shit is that? Like, this is the problem with drugs and alcohol. Y'all be too high all the time. You can't take care of your kids. This is one of those situations where you don't just want to correct the kid. You want to correct the kid and the mom and the aunt. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like to curse. Who stands in the middle of a stranger's, like, doorway like that? Like, you don't know me. I don't know you. You would say, sorry, I got the wrong door, and you would move on. That's the correct procedure. Like, oh my, do I have to teach people hotel etiquette? So, in the end, all I did was tell them, God bless you, and I closed the door. And if they weren't going to leave within the next 2 minutes, I was just going to have to call security because it was absolutely absurd. Like, who does that kind of stuff? Like, who goes to a stranger's doorway and just stands there, like, on purpose? You know what I mean? It was very odd. I'm just so glad they didn't stay another night. I didn't think they could stay another night. But that was quite disturbing. It's like, teach your kids how to act in a freaking hotel. And I'm very surprised. They were from Newark. Like, if you're from Newark, you know better not to knock on people's doors. Like, you should know better. And you don't intimidate me if you're from Newark, okay? That doesn't work. Learn how to act. Thank you.